Hey everyone, today we're going to be making a penguin out of some construction paper and then working on a painted background. So I'm going to show you what the picture looks like. It's right over here. Let you have a good look at it. Alright, so we're going to be passing out some supplies and we're going to follow me step by step. I'll show you how to do this. Alright, have fun. Alright, hi everyone. Today we're going to be making a penguin with a nice colorful background. But first thing we need to do is we need to start out by making the penguin. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so if you'll notice, he's made up of a lot of different shapes. So I'm going to show you what shapes you need to draw and how to do that. You're going to need a big piece of black paper for his body. Alright, also going to need some white paper for his chest. And his eyes, and maybe the top of his hat. Also some orange paper, and we're going to use that for his feet and his beak. Okay, so first thing we need to do, and I'm going to draw mine with white crayon so you can see it. When you do it, you can use pencil. It will actually show up on black paper. But anyway, you're going to take your hand, put it right here at the top, put a little mark right here, and then we're going to draw a big U shape on our paper. So you know the letter U. So I'm going to draw it this way. You can see that's a letter U, right? Okay. Once we have that drawn, then we're going to need to cut that out. So you're going to need a pair of scissors. So I'm just going to cut out my U shape here. Try to stay on the line that you drew. If you're not right on the line, that's okay. Nobody's gonna know. All right, and then you'll notice you can see some of my crayon line right here, and there's a little dirty mark here. What you can do after you cut it out is just flip it over, and then you have this nice clean side you can work on. Okay, the next thing we're gonna need is to draw or cut out the shape for his chest right here, which is another U shape. So on this paper right here, I'm going to draw another letter U, and I'll draw it so you can see it this time. I'll draw a big U shape here, like that. All right, so I'm going to cut that out. Okay, again, you can see some of the black on here. Now the background paper is black, so you wouldn't really notice, but I'm gonna flip that over, so that can go right there. Okay, all right, the next shape we need is two eyes, right here. So this paper, watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw an eye right here, in this corner. Just draw a circle shape. And so that you get two that are the same size, I'm going to take this side and fold it underneath, like this. And then with your scissors, just cut through both layers. And cut that circle out. Okay, so this top one here, I'm going to flip it over so you don't see the black as much. And then this one we'll put over here. Okay. Those will go there. All right, now we need a beak and some legs. So I'm going to kind of look here at this and then draw a V shape along the edge of my paper here that I think is about the right size. Like that. And then I'll cut that out. All right, again, I'm gonna flip it over so you don't see my pencil lines. And you see my beak overlapped on this one a little bit with his chest, and that's okay. On this one, it didn't do that. It doesn't matter, it'll be fine. If you wanna move this up a little higher, you can do that. Or cut it a little bit smaller if you want it to not touch the white. Okay, all right, next thing we need are his little orange feet at the bottom. So what we're gonna do with that, since they're 2 feet, and you'll see on the back here, they kind of look like crowns. for a king or a queen. So we're gonna draw that on here, but what I wanna do first is I wanna fold the paper in half, like this. All right, and then I'm gonna draw my crown right here. One line like that, one line like this, and then in between I'm gonna write the letter W. So I'm gonna go W, like that. Okay, cut that out. And I'm cutting through both layers of the paper. See how I turn the paper that I'm cutting with instead of my wrist so much? Makes it easier to cut. Okay, so these are gonna be the 2 feet. Again, I'm gonna flip that one over so you don't see the pencil marks, and this one will go here, or the Sharpie marks. All right, we're missing a part, or some parts, right? So next is, he needs some little wings, I guess you'd call them, or arms. They use these to swim with. Do penguins fly? No, not really. But they use these to swim, so we need to give them some arms. All right, so we're gonna go back to our black paper here, and kind of similarly to how we did the eyes, we're gonna draw one wing right here, and then I'm gonna fold the paper over. So I'm gonna do this in white again so that you can see it. And what we're gonna do is write the letter D. Just like that. Okay, so you see that's like a capital letter D right there. Then I'm gonna fold this over like this. All right, then we're gonna cut that out. I can cut this off, don't need that right now. Cut through both layers. It's gonna give you two wings or arms. Okay, look at his beak came over here. Okay, we're gonna have to glue this all down. All right, then we're going to turn this so the curved part is facing out on both of these and give him his wings. So you can decide how you want to position these. You know, how I'm gonna kind of put them right here like this, but it's up to you how you want to do it. All right, so I'm gonna glue it all together. And put the glue on the back of the shape that you're gluing down. Don't go like that and then stick it on, because then your glue is gonna be everywhere. All right, so right here on the wing part, I don't need to glue the whole back of the wing because I have it kind of hanging off here, so I just need to glue the tip of the wing. So I'm just gonna put a little glue right there on the tip, and then stick that right here. Okay, and then the same on this side. Remember the curve goes toward the outside. Okay. And then his feet. So we gotta glue these on. So I'm just gonna do, again, don't need to glue the whole back of it. I'm just gonna do a little strip along the edge here. And it's actually gonna get glued to the underside of his body, right there, like that. We need to have one more detail we need to add is some eyeballs. So I'm gonna draw some circles here and color them in. All right, and then 2 dots right here on their nose, or on their beak, for their nose where they breathe through. All right, so our penguin is done. With all that, you'll notice I did some accessories. So we're gonna add a hat and a scarf. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, so you're gonna need some other colors of paper to work with, and you can use some of your scrap paper for making your penguin also. So to make the hat, if you kind of put your paper up here at the top, and then with your pencil, you can kind of draw the shape that you want your hat to be. Like that. And then cut that out. Try to stay on your lines. If you're not right on the lines, that's okay. All right, and again, because I don't want to see all the marker lines, I'm gonna flip it over this way. So then I can glue this up here. And maybe that's like too wide, but that's okay. All right, so we can glue that up there. Just gonna put a little glue right along the edge. Glue this down. All right, and then give them a little pom-pom up here at the top. I think I'm gonna do that in green, so I'm just gonna cut out a circle. All right, glue that up here. All right, and if you want to do some designs on it, you could use some markers and draw on this also. A scarf, if you want to do a scarf, I'd lay a piece of paper here, draw kind of a curve shape right here, like that, and then go back and draw another curve shape in the part that hangs down, like that. So that kind of gives you the basic idea of where the scarf, what the scarf would look like. Cut out that shape. All right, again, I'm going to flip it over this way so that you don't see all my Sharpie marks. And then you can glue this right here. So that'd be like his scarf. All right, so kind of gave him a little scarf there. Again, if you want to do like a pattern on it, you could draw on that and make a stripe pattern or something. If you want to do little fringes down there, you can do that. Maybe you can think of some other accessories that a penguin might like to have. You could have him holding something like maybe a snow shovel in his hand or something, so he can clear his path in the snow, because you know they live in a snowy area. But anyway, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to work on drawing your background for your penguin, so that he can have a colorful background instead of a boring snow-covered white background. And on this paper, up toward the top here, we're gonna draw a couple mountains. So I'm gonna draw 2 mountains. Like this, across the paper. So we wanna draw big. You see I'm using my whole arm. I'm not going like this and trying to draw mountains. This drawing you gotta use your whole arm. All right, then I'm gonna draw a wavy line across here that kind of connects to where this mountain is right here, where it ends. And you see I missed it a little bit there, but it's okay. You're not even gonna notice. All right, then I think we'll do another smaller mountain here. I'm gonna make it touch that line right here. And then I'm gonna do 3 more just sort of smaller wavy lines. 1, 2, 3. But if you wanna do any other variation on this, you can. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but I'm just breaking it up into some shapes. So you can kind of see that. All right, next thing you're gonna need to do is get some crayons. So let me get my crayons and I'll show you what we're gonna do with those. Okay, so I have this sheet with all different kinds of lines on it. You'll get one of these so that you can see it, and also I'll have it posted on Seesaw so you can look at it. But anyway, you can see there's dots, vertical lines, horizontal lines, scalloped lines, dotted lines and dashed lines, zigzags, they're fun. Crenulated, kind of looks like the top of a castle. Radial, which look like snowflakes. Concentric, what does that look like? Maybe a rainbow? All right, and then some branching lines and spirals and all different kinds of lines there. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some crayons and we're gonna draw some of those types of lines in each of the shapes from here down. All right, so I'm just gonna pick some different colors out of my crayons and draw some different types of lines to fill these up with patterns. So I'm gonna do that. All right, when you're writing with the crayon or drawing with it, you wanna press down kind of hard so you get a lot of the crayon on the paper. Let's pick some different colors. This one, and actually I'm going to use some white here. Do some like crossing lines. So they look kind of cool. Look like big giant snowflakes. What? You can't see them? You'll be able to see them.
May I have your attention, please? If you hear the fire alarm, they're all operating.
All right, I'll show you how to make those stand out on the next step. Zigzag lines. Again, I'm using my whole arm when I'm drawing today. I'm not doing little small drawings. I want to draw big. You can also mix up your shapes and colors if you want to do more than one shape in a space. You can do that too, and more than one color. Right up here at the top, I'm gonna use some white and color in some clouds. Just color in real heavy with the crayon. There we go. All right, got 3 more spaces to fill up. I think I'll do another wavy line here. Okay, so now that I have this all drawn out, next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna get some paint. So let me get my crayons put away and I'll get out my paint. All right, okay, so the next thing is we're going to paint over top of all this crayon to finish up our background. So I have lots of watercolors here. You wanna have some clean water. You need a paintbrush. You wanna make sure that you get water on your brush and then go to the color that you want. And as you're painting, the colors skip around to different spaces when you're painting. If you're not getting paint on the paper, that means you need to go back and get some more water and some more paint. So there you can see my clouds kind of showing through there, which was done with the white crayon.